Good morning to all. Today we are going to learn our fourth chapter, Business Services. Very often you must have come across the word goods and services. So in this chapter we are going to learn in detail what are services, what are the various types of services. First let us learn what are services. Now take an example. There is a customer in your right hand side and shopkeeper in your left hand side. This customer is buying pen from the shopkeeper for which he is paying the money. Now the goods, the pen which the customer has purchased, it can be seen, it can be touched, and it has a form, that is it has a particular shape, size, color, etc. So it is a tangible goods which has a physical existence. Now take one more example. There is a company secretary's consultancy. A client approaches him to get information related to incorporation of the company. Now the client gets necessary information from the company secretary. Now, here in this second example, does the company secretary provide the client with any goods as we saw in our first example? No. Company secretary does not provide client with any goods. He is just giving some information, some knowledge related to the incorporation of the company. So was that a tangible one? No, it was intangible. So that is services. Services are intangible, which cannot be seen or touched. It doesn't have any material form. That is, it doesn't have any shape, size, color, etc. Services can only be experienced. So, from this example, you can clearly understand the difference between goods and services. Goods are tangible, whereas services are intangible. Goods have physical existence. Services doesn't have physical existence. We can just experience the services. We can feel it. Okay. So now let us learn the definition of services. Services is an act of performance that one party can offer to another, that is essentially intangible and does not result in the ownership of anything. Its production may or may not be tied to a physical product. So means what? Service is that which is offered by one party to another party, which is intangible, that is which cannot be seen or touched, and it does not result in transfer of ownership. The production of services may or may not be tied to a physical product. Now, if I ask you to come up with some examples of services, you might give examples related to the services which are provided by government organization, NGOs, etc. You are right, even that is also a type of services. So that type of services which are provided by government organization, NGOs, they are called as social services, which are for social goals. Apart from social services, there are other types of services, that is business services and personal services. Business services means the services used by business enterprises in conducting the activities of the business. So what are the services which are used by business organization for smooth conducting of the business organization? That is bank, insurance, transport, warehousing, etc. That is business services. The next is personal services. Personal services are those services which are experienced differently by different customers. Take for example, tourism, restaurant. They are experienced differently by different customers. Now, in this chapter, we are going to focus only on business services. That is, the services which are used by business organization for smooth functioning of their business. So, first, now let us learn about the features of services. The first one is intangibility. So we all know that services, it is intangible, means it cannot be touched or seen. Neither it has a material form. That is, it doesn't have any shape, size, color, design, etc. Services can be experienced, it can be felt by the buyer or the receiver. So, because of this intangibility, services cannot be demonstrated like goods. Therefore, it is important for the service provider to create a good impact in the mind of the customers. So, how you can create good impact? By providing quality services on time. The next second point is inseparability. Inseparability means cannot be separated. Means what? Service and service provider cannot be separated. The presence of service provider at the time of delivering the service to the customer should be there. Production and consumption takes place at the same time. Take for an example, ABC Limited produces lamp. Assume 1000 units of lamp. Now it's not necessary that the entire unit which they have produced will get sold on the same day. It might sell tomorrow, maybe a month later, or even after 6 months. That is, in case of goods, production and consumption is possible on different dates. But in case of services, it takes place at the same time. Take for example, now when you are going to a doctor, assume that Mr. A is going to a doctor because he is having fever. Now here doctor will immediately suggest him a medicine. Doctor will not ask him to come for medicine after 5 days. So here production and consumption takes place at the same time. The third point is inconsistency. Inconsistency means difference or irregularity. In case of service, there is no perfect standardization. The service provider remains the same, but the quality of service which he provides will differ from time to time. Take for example, in case of goods, when the goods are manufactured, example lamp, standardization is possible. That is, similarity in shape, size, color, etc. is possible. But in case of services, this similarity is not possible. Example, the same CS consultancy. A client approaches the company secretary for getting information related to incorporation of the company. Now here the company secretary has to provide him the information related to the incorporation of the company. Now, if another client approaches regarding the partnership firm, the company secretary has to provide him with that particular information related to partnership firm. So here service provider remains the same, but the quality of service may differ from time to time. Take one more example. Restaurant will be the same, but the experience by two different customers will be different. One may like the food, other may not like the food, right? So here the service provider remains the same, but quality differs, because in case of services there is no standardization. There is no rule that this has to be done and thereafter the next step is this. So there is no standardization in case of services. The next is perishability. Perishability means easily spoilable. Means what? Services cannot be stored or it cannot be stocked for future purpose. In case of goods, services in case of goods can be stocked, but in case of services it cannot be stocked. Take for example, in case of goods, lamp can be produced and stored in warehouse and it can be sold whenever there is a demand. But in case of services, it cannot be performed earlier. Services cannot be performed and kept earlier. In example, the vacant seat of a morning flight of an airline can't be utilized in the afternoon flight of the same airline. So whenever there is a vacant seat, you have to utilize it at the same time. Otherwise, it will get perished or you can't avail that services. The next is non-transferability. Non-transferability means what? It cannot be transferred. Means services cannot be transferred. The ownership of services cannot be transferred from service provider to the customer. Take for example, a customer can book a hotel room, but the ownership of the room remains with the hotelier. You can just book a room in a hotel, but the ownership remains with the hotelier. Second example, you can seek advice from a doctor, but you can't purchase him. The next point is consumer participation. So in case of services, participation of consumer is equally important. Without the participation of consumer, services cannot be offered. The seller cannot offer services without the presence of the customer. And at the same time, customer cannot accept the services unless the seller is present to offer a service. Means what? Both should be there at the time of providing a service. That is, the service provider and customer both should be there. They both are equally important. Take for example, you went to an advocate for getting a legal advice. He keeps on asking you questions, but you don't reply. Here, he won't be able to give proper suggestion because of lack of participation from you. That is from your side. So, participation of customer is equally important. So, these are the features of services.